for the A main. 10 laps the distance. Green flag is out. And a car hard in the wall coming off turn number 4. It's Ricky Laux in the wall. Off of turn number flag is out. As the cars work their way through turns 1 and 2, Parker losing ground on the number 9 of Santee, and Bill Taylor moves into that third spot. He's got Shell behind him on the top side of the track. Meanwhile, we got Randy Hall looking on the inside, working the cushion, holding on to it out there. Trying to work their way through turns 1 and 2. Drivers race off the backstretch. Warren Shell comes up lame in the backstretch and pulls the 61S off the speedway into the infield. Taylor trying to hold off Randy Hall. Randy making a big charge in car number 87K. Randy started back there in the 5th spot, up into 4th. He's trying to close in on Taylor, who's having a good run tonight in the number 1 car. Never raced here before. Taylor regular out of the Freedom Raceway area. And Randy Hall goes way wide up in turn number 2, and Cole Wanzer goes underneath the 87K to take 4th. 4 laps are complete this time by. Working out of turn number 2, Randy Hall trying to close in on Wanzer, can't make the move. Halfway point is here, 5 down, 5 to go, 10 lap B mains. David Parker all alone in the number 2 spot. Bill Taylor not making up much ground. About a second and a half between your leader in second and third. The same distance back to Wanzer. Brayton Santee, your 2023 track champion, 4-time feature winner here. Holding on to the number 1 spot. Looking to start 19th on tonight's race. He's closing in, and Sean Little spins right in front of him. 86 of Little goes around. Yellow flag is out. Santee on the charge. Car number 9S into the lead with David Parker in second. And looks like Wanzer took 3rd away from Taylor, using the outside lane in 1 and 2. Taylor trying to close back in as Wanzer now moving into that David Parker number 2 car. 2 laps to go for your B-main number 1. Cars work their way through turns 1 and 2. Down the back stretch again, Parker all alone in second. Wanzer now up to 3rd, followed by Taylor and McRae. White flag is out from starter Mike Rinninger. One more time around for Brayton Santee and David Parker running 1-2. Down the back stretch. Closing in to grab the win is Brayton Santee. He'll take the checkered flag. David Parker in second, followed by Wanzer, Taylor, and McRae. Top 5 finishers. Moving on to the A main, 1st and 2nd. Brayton's the manufacturer's night. Green flag is out, and Waters is gone. B trying to hold off Andy Michael. Andy Michael to the inside of Colby, and the yellow flag is out. Stay together, coming to the cones. There we go, green flag is out. Colby on the run down the front stretch. He's tagged by Michael. Holds on to the number 1 spot though. Dusty Waters trying to fight back the Canadian of Craig Graham. Meanwhile, Matt Sipes is on the outside of car number 25. Sipes goes into 3rd, followed by Graham in 4th, and then Dusty Waters falls back to 5th. Coming through turn number 4, 1 car trouble, top side, holds onto it. Your race leader remains Colby Behe in car number 36. Andy Michael drifts out wide, opens up the door for Craig Graham. Whoa, 1 car in trouble on the inside of turn number 2. That time. Here we go, green flag is out. Colby leads it into turn number 1. Andy Michael is on to 2nd. Craig Graham getting tagged there by Matt Sipes a little bit. Wendell Pinckney, who was struggling earlier tonight, is up into the number 6 spot, looks like. Craig Graham trying to hold on to that 3rd spot over Michael right now. Down the front stretch into turn number 1. Brant Graham losing a spot to Wendell Pinckney. Down the back stretch, Andy Michael trying to hold off Craig Graham in the number 98 car. Craig closing in on Andy Michael. This time by it'll be 3 laps complete. Andy holding on to that with that 17X car down the back stretch. Oh, Andy Michael got sideways right in front of Graham, and Graham spins, and Andy Michael may be done. William Pinckney in car number 1449. Oh, Dusty goes around, and there goes Brant Graham into him. William Pinckney in the 49 going around, and also involved, I think that was Hunter Brown on the front row. Green flag is out. B leads him into turn number 1 and 2, followed by Sipes. Graham has gotten by Waldron to move into the number 3 spot. Now he's back after Matt Sipes. Dusty Waters to the inside of Waldron, taking over the number 4 spot. Halfway point is here, 5 down, 5 to go. Craig Graham trying to close in on the 25 of Sipes to get into the main event. Down the back stretch, working their way through 3 and 4. Sipes holding on to that second spot. Graham closing in with 4 laps to go. Sipes doing a masterful job holding on to that second spot. Colby Behe out front with the 36B. Here comes Graham. Moving in on Sipes with 3 laps to go. He's got a better line in 3 and 4 than Sipes does, but now Graham scrubs off some speed through turns 1 and 2 unless he's trying to get a slingshot and get some momentum going into turn number 3. Working their way through 3 and 4 now with 2 laps to go for your race leader, Colby Behe. Working into turn number 4, number 2 that is. Graham starts to slide sideways and Sipes starts to pull away. Dusty Waters back there in 4th and Waldron back in 5th. White flag is out from Mike Rinninger, your starter for the Rush Series. Sipes holding off Graham so far. And so Colby Behe set fast time in Group B qualifying earlier, and now he picks up the win in B main number 2. Behe and Sipes will move on to the A main event. Craig Graham will finish 3rd, followed by Waters, Waldron, and Brant Graham. Krug and Proctor. Again, your race winner, Colby Behe in the 36N, and Connor Loney out of Pleasantville, new driver. Here we go, green flag. And Gary Youngs takes the early lead through 1 and 2, but Ashton Briggs uses the outside cushion to his advantage and sweeps around the outside of Youngs. Here goes Gerdak. Hammer down, top side, and turn number 3 and 4. Can't get by. Ferry goes underneath him and takes the 3rd spot. Ferry now closing in on Youngs in turn number 2. Ferry down on the low side. Gary trying to hold on to that number 2 spot. Gerdak way up high. He loses another spot. This one to Peterson. Falls back to 5th. Here we go. 2 laps complete with Briggs. Gary Youngs holding off Josh Ferry for 2nd so far. Ferry looking down on the low side as they head out of turn number 2. Young's doing a masterful job out the top side of the track. Here comes Ferry back down to the low side at 3 and 4. Ferry trying to get into a qualifying spot for tonight's A main event. He slides underneath Gary Youngs. Gary looks over, he sees that red nose, gives the 33 a little room, and Josh Ferry takes advantage of it. Youngs top side of the track, sweeping his way to the outside of 3 and 4, but Ferry's got the advantage off of 4, slides up in front of Youngs and takes the number 2 spot. Youngs falling back to 3rd, followed by Peterson and Gerdak. Bob Cafaro back there in the number 6 spot, the pizza man, trying to get into that number 5 position. Halfway point, 5 down, 5 to go. Ferry has disappeared from Youngs, trying to chase down Ashton Briggs. Field works its way off turn number 4 to complete lap number 6. Young's getting sideways in turn number 2. He holds onto it though as Jacob Peterson closes in. 3 laps to go this time by for Ashton Briggs, the Erie guy, doing a great job out there in the 11A car. Laps to go as Josh Ferry closing in slowly on Ashton Briggs. Briggs with a 1 second advantage right now over Ferry. Coming through the corner, white flag is out. Ferry, see if he can nail it down a little bit more. He does. Almost 4 seconds off that time. Briggs works his way through turns 1 and 2 down the back stretch. The checkered flag a wave, and picking up the win in B main number 3 is Ashton Briggs. Second is Josh Ferry. Third goes to Gary Youngs, followed by Jacob Peterson and Scott Gerdak. And so that ends qualifying for the Rush Late Model.